Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Hence here. I've been requested a few times in a few different Discords that I'm in to make a video on how I made a million coins in NHL. Over a million coins, actually. I'm probably up to about, if I sell everything I have in my collection, I'm probably up to close to 2 million coins now. But I'm going to explain to you how I made that amount of coins in NHL already, and what you need to do, what you kind of have to keep in mind while you're doing it, and some tips and tricks on how to do that, right? So, the first thing is this video isn't going to make you a millionaire overnight. This video is going to teach you how to think like a millionaire in Hut and what you need to do to kind of get in that right mindset to make yourself a lot of coins. Um, the biggest thing with doing this is you need to have patience, okay? It is not super easy to make a million coins. It takes a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time. I probably grinded this market for, I don't know, if I've probably done an hour a day since launch of grinding the market, so it takes a long time. Um, you could probably make a lot more coins than a million coins in that amount of time, to be honest, but you need to get some lucky snipes. And this is my first year really being a trader in NHL. Traders is somebody who buys cards low, sells them high, etc. This is my first year really doing that in Hut, and so I have kind of been on a learning curve. So I started off just like all you guys that are watching this video. I didn't have any idea what I was doing, and now I have a million coins in Hut. So the first thing that I want to do is show you my team, right? So just to get an idea of what my team looks like, this is basically what it looks like, right? So it's not the best team in the game, it's not the worst team in the game, right? But the thing about it is that when you're making a million coins, you want to have as little. There we go. Something else just sold or something. You want to have as little coins invested into your actual team as possible. And if you do have any coins invested in your team, you want them to be cards that you think are going to go up in value later on that you could sell. So for me right now, the tradable cards that I have in my team are Hillary Knight, Jack Eichel, and Thatcher Demko. So all of three of those cards will also Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov is a cheap beast card, so I don't really mind having a couple 1,000 cards in your coin cards in your team. But anything over that, I would say make sure that they're going to go up in value, not down in value. So Jack Eichel, Hillary Knight, and Thatcher Demko are all fodder cards. They're all good for sets. And this event currently that we're in, the fantasy hockey event, stinks. It's really bad. So all the prices of the cards have gone down because nobody wants to make the sets. There's no cards going into sets, so there's a lot more cards on the market, right? So you want to buy them now when they're low, when there's not a good event out. And then next week, hopefully, when a new good event comes out, these cards are going to shoot up in price because so many people are going to be wanting to invest in them, right? And so their supply on the market is going to go down because everybody's going to be putting them into sets and those cards are disappearing. All right? So the second thing I want to say is that if you want to make a million coins, you got to sacrifice some of your time playing some other game modes, right? So right now, I'm in Pro 2. Honestly, this is just from playing Rookie and sitting in the corner to get my Tavo Teravainen unlocked. And in Rivals, I am in Platinum in Division. I don't even know what division I'm in. But that doesn't matter. Last week in Hut Champs, I'm not the best player in the world. I'm not going to lie. I went 15-5 in Hut Champs. I was pretty happy about that. I know there's grandpa matchmaking, but really, the only time I play the game is when I'm playing Champs, and maybe a little bit of Rivals if I'm kind of on that edge of being in one division versus another division. Usually I get around Platinum rewards to maybe Diamond if I'm lucky in Rivals, but I never get Ultimate. Ultimate is not worth your time if you're going to be a trader on the market. Alright, so next thing that I'm going to talk about is market fluctuations. So this is going to sound like kind of like a almost like an economics class in high school, which might be boring to some of you guys. And if that is boring to you guys, then maybe this trading is not the right thing for you, right? I am a business major. I'm in business and university. I'm in my third year, so this is what I do for a living, basically. So it's really interesting to me. Plus, I get to play the game that I love, so it works out well. So the first thing, I'm just going to go into the open market here. Now, there's a few things that you want to consider when you're looking for cards to flip. All right, the first one is, are their value going to go up and down? Some criteria to look at to see if a card's value is going to go up or down is if a card is used for something, then its value will likely, if it's used for something that's not sets. I mean, like for example, an X Factor card. For example, I don't know, like just a card that goes in your team well. More often than not, that card's value is going to go down over time because as new cards come in, they're going to replace those cards and flush those cards out, and eventually somebody like Connor McDavid's base card, maybe not Connor McDavid because he's a little bit better, maybe somebody like Austin Matthews' base card, his price is going to be the same price as every other fodder 87. Every other 87 in the game will have the same price as Austin Matthews. I know he's used for an X Factor. I know his X Factor is good, but his price will not go up during the year. Whereas something like set fodder, like say an 84, let's look at 84s here. So 84s are set fodders. Their price is going to go up and down during the year. It's going to fluctuate. And those are the cards that you really want to trade with, the cards that fluctuate a lot. So what you're going to want to do is look at the time, right? If we're in a bad event right now, that's when you're going to want to invest in these fodder cards, 84s, 85s, 86s. I wouldn't go to 87s yet. They're still not really considered fodder yet because they're still usable in a lot of people's teams. But anywhere from 83s to 86s. Right now in this event, I'd buy 83s under 4K, 84s under 6K, 85s under 8.5K, and 86s under 15K. That's my criteria for buying them. You could go a little bit higher on 86s because you got to think about it like this. 285s equals 186. So if you're buying 85s for 8.5K, you can go up to about 17K for 86s. But I just don't like doing that because 86s are a little bit more risky, I feel like. Because their price could go up or down a lot. I just like sticking with 15K. That way I know I'm making guaranteed profit when the next event comes out. Nextly, if you want to trade with the high tier cards, the 86s, the 87s, the 88s, you first of all need to have a lot of coins in your bank. You making the first 400,000 coins is the hardest part of this. After you get 400,000 coins, I usually if I spend a little bit of time on the market at night or right after packs come out, I can usually make 100K a day easily. If I spend half an hour on the market just buying a few cards when content comes out, I can make easily 100K in a day. So that's because I will invest my 1.2 million coins I have up there at the top of the screen. I will invest probably 700,000 coins of that into cards and then sell those cards later on overnight. The cards that you want to look at for overnight flips are the rare cards that people use if you're going to use these cards. So Nathan MacKinnon, Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews are all good examples. I tend to stay away from the woman cards a lot, and I tend to stay away from Vasilevsky, any of these primetime cards. I usually stay away from those because those fluctuate a little too much. It's a little bit too easy to lose coins on those. So I usually stay away from those. So Cale Makar, the main ones I do are Cale Makar, Victor Hedman, Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, and Nathan MacKinnon. Those are the main ones that I do that are not fodder level cards. So now the next thing that I want to I want to say is that the difference between fodder holds and high rated rare card holds are very different. With fodder, you're going to be investing in those cards. So for example, if we look at my collection here, I'm invested in quite a few fodder cards, right? So all these cards are fodder cards that I'm invested in that I'm going to sell when the next event comes out. Whereas cards like Austin Matthews and those type of cards, these are the ones that are on my transfer list that I've bought and sold. Actually, a lot of these are 80 pluses because I sold a lot of them. But like, see here, all these cards were flips that I made when the market crashed last Friday. I bought them, sold them over the weekend, and I made a lot of coins on those. So you can see I have 1,000 sold already. That's the way that I got to 1.2 million. So if you're gonna spend money, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you are gonna spend money until you have about 400,000 coins, and then when you get to 400,000 coins, it's super easy to trade your way back up from there, right? So just to conclude over everything. Point number 1, don't put tradable cards in your team. Want to keep those coins in your account if you want to make your team better. The time to spend coins is when, one, there's a really good MSP that you like. Two, team of the year. Team of the year, you spend all of your coins. I don't care, not all of them, but maybe keep about 200K. Make all the team of the years. Try to make all the team of the years. Even if it's Brad Marchand again, make all the team of the years. The third thing that I want to say is don't really choose if you want to play the game or play the market. You can't do both unless you have unlimited time, obviously, then you can do both. But I would say play the game, play the market. Next thing, best time to buy is right after packs come out. Best time to buy fodder, bad events. Best time to sell, good events. And over the weekend, overnight, in the morning, best times to sell. Some filters that I use, you buy fodder or you buy high rated cards. Those are the two that I would deal in. Now, if you have a very low budget, like 10 to 20,000 coins, I would recommend investing in team builder cards. By team builder cards, I mean like these cards here, like the low rated cards. I would recommend trying to snipe those. So put your buy now filter to like 1,000 coins. Buy as many of those as you can. Sell them for whatever they're going for in the market. Usually they go for 12 to 1,500 depending on the team. And that way you'll make about 150 coins a flip. If you do that 100 times, then you're making not a lot of profit, but it adds up pretty quickly. So that's what I would recommend you doing. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below, or talk to me on Discord or Twitter. My Twitter is IMHENCE. I'm Hence. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been kind of a longer video, but yeah, for sure. If you wanna message me on anything, message me on Twitter. Put it in the comments. I'll answer them all. Let you know what the best things to do are. All right, see you guys.